Good morning, teacher. Next, we are going to present our work. The students of the group are Mamie Marisela Sorto, Efraín González, and myself, Byron Guillermo Chavez. Continuing, let's talk about nouns. What is a noun phrases? What is a noun? Nouns make up the largest class of words in most languages, including English. A noun is a word that refers to a thing, for example, a book, a person, an animal, a place, a quality, an idea, or an action. It's usually a single word, but not always. For example, cake, shoes, school bus, and time, and a half are nouns. What is a verb? Verbs are words that express action, processes, physical or mental state, or existence. In English, they are definite as doing or action words, as they describe what the subject of a sentence does. For example, action verbs pull, push, throw, catch, sing, put down, pick up, jump, part, paint, and others. What is an adjective? Adjective describe or modify, that is, they limit or restrict the meaning of noun for pronoun. An adjective usually comes right before a noun. For example, I read trees, 15 people. When an adjective follows a linking verb such as be or seem, it's called a predicate adjective. For example, that building is hooked, the workers in happy, and others example, happy and happier, the happiest, good, better, and the best, sweet, sweeter, the sweetest, and others. Most adjectives can be used as predicate adjectives. Also, some are always used before a noun. Similarly, a few adjectives can only be used as predicate adjectives and are never used before noun. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Mamie Sorto. In this opportunity, I will explain the topic Identify sentence type in sentence. First, we read the following definition. The noun phrase. In a sentence, a noun phrase can serve as the subject, direct object, indirect object, or object of a proposition. A noun phrase can be made of a single word, either a noun or a pronoun or a group of words. Explain the noun phrase. First sentence says, the old man of the store gave me a candy. The old man of the store acting as a subject is a noun phrase. Give the verb of the sentence and is an irregular verb. A candy, noun phrase acting as the direct object, the determiner, definite article. All, premodifier adjective. Man, common noun have. Of, preposition. Start, common noun, noun phrase, have, concrete nouns. Give, verb. Me, object pronoun. A, indefinite article, determinant. Candy, common noun, noun phrase, have, concrete nouns. Of the start, both modify. The verb phrases. Verbs are words that describe an action such as sing, dance, smell, speak, and eat. Therefore, verb phrases when combined with linking verb or auxiliary verb such as is, must, will, and has. Explain the verb phrases. My mother will go to the movies with my father. My mother, noun phrase acting as a subject. Will go, verb phrase. My father, noun phrase acting as a indirect object. To the movies, post modifier. My, possessive determiner. Mother, common noun, have. Will, auxiliary verb. With, single word preposition. Father, common noun, have. The movies, noun phrase acting as a direct object and had. Explain the verb phrase. Our parents have not bought a new house. Our parent noun phrase. Have a bought verb phrase. A new house noun phrase acting as a direct object or possessive determiner. Parents common noun have. Have auxiliary verb. Not adverb of negation. Both irregular verb. A indefinite article, determiner article, new premodifier, and adjective. House, common noun, have. The adjective phrase. A collection of words that describe a noun or pronoun in a sentence is called an adjective phrase. In an adjective phrase, the adjective may occur at the beginning and or middle of the phrase. The adjective phrase in a sentence can come before or after the noun or pronoun. Together, an identifier and an adjective can form an adjective phrase identifier and often type of adverb modify the adjective have of the phrase. Explain the adjective phrase. The expensive and delicate ring was sold yesterday. The determiner. Expensive and delicate adjective phrase premodifier. Ring noun phrase acting as a direct object and had. Was sold verb phrase. Expensive adjective and conjunction. Delicate adjective. Ring common noun and had. Was auxiliary verb. Sold irregular verb. Yesterday abstract noun. Was sold yesterday post modifier. Explain the adverb phrase. The athletes ran very fast in the marathon. The athletes noun phrase. Ran irregular verb. In the marathon post modifier. Very fast adverb phrase. The determiner. Athletes common noun phrase and had. Very adverb. Fast adverb. In preposition. Marathon common noun have noun phrase. Remember that the first adverb acting as a modifier of the second adverb. Thanks for your attention.
Good evening, partners. I'm Nick Manuel. I hope your weekend is going well. It's a real honor for me to develop this third part of the second block of this formative activity. All we know that's been a long journey, but we can say that we learned a lot on this last week, and I really appreciate your guidance and your patience with us. Okay, we're gonna start with this activity with the number 1, and the instruction says that we must create a simple sentence with a simple subject and a simple predicate, and we need to explain the process. The sentence that we choose is the kid is waiting for his father. The first step is to identify the subject. As we know, the subject is the person or the thing being talked about. In this case, the subject will be the kid. In another kind of word, we could say that the kid is the doer, and waiting for his father is the predicate. The predicate is the basic word or words that explain a specific action that the subject of the sentence is doing. Consider this as a piece of advice that we are going to find the predicate after the subject, and it will start with the verb all the time. Okay, let's do the number 2. And the instruction says that we need to create a simple sentence with a compound subject and a simple predicate, and explain the process. The sentence that we have here is Brian and Jahaira are running and talking at the same time. In this one, we must have a clear idea to identify a compound subject. So we can identify that Brian and Jahaira are the compound subject. But why? The answer is very simple. A compound subject is two or more nouns, pronouns, or noun phrases acting together as the subject of a clause or sentence. To put it in another way, both simple subjects in the compound subject must perform the same action in the predicate. As we can see, are running and talking at the same time is the predicate. And we know that the predicate is the basic word or words that explain a specific action that the subject of the sentence is doing. Consider this as a piece of advice. We will find the predicate after the subject, and it will start with the verb. Always it's gonna be on that way. Okay, my friends, I don't know if you noticed that we are going a little bit deeper with this activity, and we are gonna try to explain you this part without technical words that could make you feel a little bit mixed up, a little bit lost, because we know that it's pretty hard when you are a beginner in this kind of subject, when you have zero experience and you are trying to give your best shot to improve your skills on grammar. So let's do it. Number 3, create a simple sentence with a simple subject and a compound predicate, and explain the process. We have here the guys ate and drank at the beach. The simple subject refers to the main noun or pronoun in a sentence, or we could consider it as well as the person or the thing being talked about. For this example, we can say that the simple subject is the guys, because there are the doers in the sentence. On the other side, we are going to state that ate and drank at the beach is the compound predicate, because it includes two or more verbs that all share the same subject. If you think that you didn't get the idea, we can say in an easy way, to identify a compound predicate is to look for a compound verb which occurs when two or more verbs share the same subject. This is another kind of way. It sounds a little bit easy, but you must consider which one is better to understand and apply for you. Okay guys, we are almost in the end of this activity. For this one, I guess that I choose the worst movie images in the whole world, 5 days of summer, but brings the best example for the sentence that we are gonna explain. By the way, she's so mean with him on that movie. Okay, let's roll. Number 4. Create a simple sentence with a compound subject and a compound predicate. The sentence is, he and she talked and sang for hours that night. At first I thought this is an easy peasy lemon squeezy, but it's not easy. He and she will be our compound subject because there is more than one noun or pronoun as the subject of the sentence. Talk and sang for hours that night is our compound predicate, due to including two or more verbs that all share the same subject. Okay, friends, we are in the best mood right now. We have the number 5, and it says, the instruction says that create a simple sentence that includes the type of phrases started in the block and explain the process. I must be upfront with you guys because this sentence was pretty hard to build because when I found a noun phrase that I could say I like it, suddenly when I add the adjective phrase and the verb phrase and the adverb phrase, I could notice that, come on man, this sentence, it doesn't have any sense. It sounds crazy. It's insane. And I must start over again. I made it like 5 or 6 times. But at the end, I found this one that talks about tennis because I really love to play tennis. I play tennis every weekend when it's not raining because I live in Vancouver. And Vancouver is also known as Raincouver. That's why we don't have many places or weekends that we can play because the courts here in Vancouver doesn't have roof, so it's very hard. So the sentence says, the very experienced guy has played his tennis game so quickly. We are going to start with the noun phrase. We are going to state that the noun phrase is a group of words that work together as a single noun. In this case, it will be the very experienced guy. The adjective phrase acts as an adjective by describing a noun and can go after or before the noun. In this case, the adjective phrase is very experienced. The verb phrase, this contains a verb and any linking verbs or modifiers. In this case, we can identify it as has played. That is our verb phrase. For the last one, we have the adverb phrase. These are groups of words that modify the verb of sentences, indicating where, when, or how the action was done. In this case, we have so quickly. And so quickly, if you notice, we have it at the end of the sentence because it describes how the game was, how how fast, how slow, So in this case, we are going to say that these are the groups of words that modify the verb of sentence, indicating where, when, or how the action was done. Okay, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate your reading. I really appreciate your guidance, your patience with us. Have a good night.